I give because faith has changed my life. I give so that others' lives are changed.
So it was back in 1995, and my husband and I, Jeff, had just relocated from Phoenix, Arizona, and we were told about all these different churches in the Indianapolis area. And so we went to all of them. We are lifelong Presbyterians, and so we were hoping that the first one we went to would be a match. And for us, it was really important that we find a church before we found a home. That in finding a church, we'd be able to find a home. The way that we found faith was simply by driving around, and we saw in the old sanctuary, before when you came in the doors, there was a series of disciples, apostles that were there that welcomed you into the doors. And from afar, they looked like they were multicultural, multiracial, different backgrounds, and that was really engaging to Jeff and I as a multiracial family. We came one day, we found people that eventually lived in our neighborhood where we bought a home, and we met people from different generations, and that was very engaging to us. And so that's how we came to faith. So we've been at faith for almost 20 years. And in thinking about that, we came here before children, when we had our children, and raising our children in faith. And I think the big thing for us is that our children have been engaged with all different age levels, people at all different walks of lives, backgrounds. And to me, that's not something that you always get in a neighborhood. It's not something that you always get at school because of the particular interests that your children have. And so church really fulfills what we feel is an important thing for us, not only as Christians, but as citizens of our community, and raising children in a place where they can see sort of the gamut of experiences of different ages. So I'm a lifelong Presbyterian, and so people just think, well, that's just what you do because you were born and raised in the church. You went to a Presbyterian college, you met a Presbyterian man, and you got married in a Presbyterian church, and that's just where you're supposed to land. And it may be where you land, but I think it's by landing in a particular place, there are times when you are not necessarily physically present in the church, but you are spiritually present. And that has been significant to Jeff and I both, as we know that support can always be beckoned and asked for, but also that support is there even when we don't ask for it. The time that I give back to Jesus, the time that I give back to God, that it will be returned tenfold. And that has always resonated for me. And so for me, when I do come here, even if I'm rattled, if I'm busy, if I'm thinking about a million different things, I know that I will meet Jesus here, the face of God. I give because faith has changed my life. I give to faith so others may be changed.